This is Paulie G with MMA Meltdown, and I just ran into Big Rig, Johny Hendricks, downstairs at the UFC right after BJ Penn just lost the fight.
Yeah, a little devastated, a little disappointed. You know, I was really pulling for BJ, even though Frankie's a great fighter. He's a great guy. You know, I just know BJ a lot longer, and I love the guy to death. I feel bad for him.
Yeah? So you're better friends with BJ, you're saying?
Yes.
You guys are a little closer. You know, Johnny, I gotta say I'm with you. I mean, I just really like BJ. I don't know him, but the couple times I met him, he was nice to me, and he seemed like he had a lot of heart coming out there. And
yeah.
I wish he could have had it, but you know, it didn't happen, right?
It didn't happen.
Well, the question I want to ask you is, do you think GSP is ever going to return?
You know, I guess a lot of the fans wish he would. You know, I wish he would. But, you know, I guess more than anything, he's got to want it.
Right.
You know, and I told everybody, give it a year.
Right.
Give it a year. Let him see other people fighting. Let him see, you know, me fighting. And he might come back, you know, and then he hurt his ACL again or whatever. So if once that heals, is he going to be done and completely come back? You know, we'll see. You never know.
But do you want that fight again? Do you want to really solidify?
You know, realistically, okay, here's the way I'm looking at it. If he comes back, awesome.
Right.
Yes, I would like to solidify myself. And because I did beat him the first time, I think now with the belts in my hands, and I think the same exact fight I win, right? But if he doesn't come back, I want to make my own reign at it, right? If he's in it, that's awesome. If he's not, I'm not too worried about it. You know, I got a lot of tough dudes at the 170 class. So either way, it'll look good on my resume.
Right. So, I mean, I've heard you say it before. If he comes back, you want it. If he doesn't, great.
Yeah, that's it. You know, here's the thing is that, okay, now that, okay, here's what I've learned from being, you know, in wrestling, being on top. You can't worry about what everybody else does. You know what I mean? I can't worry about number 2. I can't worry about number 15. You know what I mean? And everybody in between there. What I have to do is I have to worry about getting myself better when the time is there. Then, whenever I get the fight, then that's who I focus all my energy on. I can't sit here and go, okay, oh, I wish I was fighting number 8 or number 3 or number 15 or number 4. You know what I mean? I got to sit there and go, okay, here's the task at hand. What do I need to improve on? This is what I need to improve on, okay? Here's my fight. Who is it? This is it. When do I got to fight him? It's this date. That's what I have to focus on. You know what I mean? Because you'll drive yourself crazy if you start
thinking too much. Yeah.
Yes.
So you're just doing your job. You're very punctual, one thing at a time. And
yes.
You worked yourself this far with that game plan, right?
Exactly. You know, don't get me wrong. I have goals set higher than what I've done, but they're goals, right? I can't think about that goal. I have to think about a fight at a time, person at a time, and day at a time. You know what I mean? It starts day in, day out, day in and day out. And then once I find out who I'm fighting, then that's whenever it transfers to my opponent. Well,
I love the Robbie Lawler fight. Yeah, that was a great fight.
Yeah.
That was a great fight.
Yeah, it sucked that I tore my bicep the first round. Actually, 10 days before the fight, but you know, whatever.
What do you think about Nick Diaz, the way he was standing at the weigh-ins? Do you think he has any right to even be mentioned in next to you, or
no?
Do you think he should be ranked a lot lower and people shouldn't even really worry about Nick Diaz?
No, I'm not worried about him. He's got to win a fight or 2.
Right. So you don't feel personally like he has the right to?
No, I thought he's a fan.
You think he's a fan at this point?
No, I thought.
Over there.
I thought he was a fan when he was yelling at me.
I heard you say that.
I was like, okay, dude, whatever, Scooter, you know, and I just walked off. Like, and then I made weight, and then the fan wasn't there, so I was just like, I guess he didn't want me to make weight. Maybe he's a Robbie Lawler fan. I didn't know.
Right. So, but you don't think he should have been there and antagonizing you? He doesn't really have to, right? Or do you think he does?
Here's the thing.
Like,
what is
to be
top
ranked?
What does he do?
He likes to stand and bang.
What do you do?
He's got great jiu-jitsu.
No, what is the best?
Talk. Fucking crap.
Here's the thing. Yeah, it's words. Let that. I'm not GP. I'm just somebody who's gonna edit that stuff. Hey, let that study run in my head. And goose like, oh, I got a buzz training. You know what I mean? Saw him.
Right.
I just got been at. I just let it happen. He goes, dude, talk to me and you. Look at you. And I'm like, first off, second of all, you like some. I mean, okay, so you Dana White buddy. Get him. I'm in the see somebody will never like he can walk, but see let him fight by somebody. See if he can hit through something. He can get hit.
Askren was here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
He was tweeting
So Ben
about it.
Yeah, I know. Here's some best. He starts a lot like BZFC. I think about him. Sound like GSP. I don't want to think of shit. I in the shaft, feel a little crazy. I got a lot of shit thinking about me now.
Yeah.
I love it. You know, people, you know, a lot. Thing is, here's an Askren doesn't mention name. Dana Weiss, who listens.
Yeah.
Name
again.
If Ben Askren tweets something, he doesn't mention Dana Weiss' name or my name or whoever else he wants to talk crap about. Who listens?
The fans? Nobody?
His fans.
His fans?
Yeah.
The Bellator fans that are defunct? Or?
Yeah, or yeah, whoever he has on his side.
Right.
UFC, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Bellator is a very great place to fight.
They're really nice,
whatever.
right.
But you're stepping in with the big dogs.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Win a couple of fights. He's just like Nick Diaz. He tries to talk a little bit, which he's not very good at. And I sort of don't like even speaking his name because I want him to win some fights.
Sounds like you have a little beef with Askren.
That dude, yeah, I beat him twice in wrestling. He thinks he deserves another shot. But here's the thing. These things put people out. I don't think
He's got heavy hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little heavy hands.
Yeah.
You know, realistically, I don't think he's the top 10 in my weight class. Look at all the guys.
Right.
Look at all the guys. They're freaking heavy-handed, explosive wrestlers, and they're very good, right?
He didn't have a great fighting style, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a boring fighter to watch, Ben Askren. At least in my opinion, if I could put that out there.
Yeah, hey, you know, I've never seen him fight, so I can't say.
I've seen a couple of his fights.
Yeah.
They're not the most interesting.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the Robbie Lawler versus Johny Hendricks fight, that's for sure.
You know, not a lot of people are like me and him.
Yeah. Well, the truth is, Robbie Lawler's my favorite fighter.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
No, I'm just kidding.
But I think he exemplifies the male adrenaline rush so well, you know? He might not be the best fighter, but he sprawls pretty well, and I love his stand-up, you know?
Yeah, you know, that's the reason why there's a part of me that would like to fight him again. I'd like to fight him 100%. You know, I had a torn bicep going to that fight, which really hindered me a lot. You know what I mean? It hurt to block the left hand. It hurt to even block kicks. It hurt to keep up above my shoulder. So, you know, but then again, it'd be nice to train for somebody new, Matt Brown. You know, so I'm in a toss-up. I really don't care. I'm 50-50.
So you're looking at that Robbie Lawler versus Matt Brown fight?
I guess that's what the UFC. Realistically, I don't care. I don't know who.
You don't know. There's so many names out there, right? But another one could be Matt Brown versus Johny Hendricks.
Yes. Whoever my management group picks and UFC picks, I just want to know the date so that way I know when to start cutting weight.
Well, I think all the fans at ANSI, everybody wants to know the date, you know? Yeah. We want to find it out, and we want to see you back in the cage.
Well, I just got cleared so everybody sees. I just got cleared to start training, so we'll see.
Well, thank you so much for the interview, Johnny, and hope you remain the champ for a long time.
Well, thank you. Hey, you're really not thinking that if you're a Robbie Lawler fan.